days before the Zimbabwe International Trade Fair, but something tricky just happened yesterday. Blessed Geza decided to announce a national stay away as from the 22nd to the 23rd of April, that is 2025. That coincides with the business edition of the Zimbabwe International Trade Fair. And we are seeing retired General Chiwenga being deployed to be part of the guest honor during the business edition. Is this a strategy by the Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa faction to protect Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa from any vulnerability from the shenanigans that may have been organized by Blessed Geza? Greetings and welcome on your lovely channel, the Hlonipani Global News. If you're watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, guess what, you become the very first one to watch us. So retired General Chiwenga would be the guest of honor at the Zimbabwe International Trade Fair, specifically the business edition of the ZITF. But definitely, if the stay away that has been organized by Blessed Geza, that kickstart on the 22nd to the 23rd of April, that is 2025, if that stay away becomes successful, this simply means that the business edition of the Zimbabwe International Trade Fair would definitely be affected. Remember, the ZITF is mainly attended by the business personalities. That is where businesses would be marketed. That is where companies of individuals like Wignell Chivayo would be exhibiting at the Zimbabwe International Trade Fair. That is where companies of dodgy business personalities around Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa, which are also the target of Blessed Geza, almost all of them, I can attest that at the ZITF during the business edition, they are looking forward to participate. Is this a strategy from Blessed Geza to try and cause turmoil on these individuals? It will be interesting to watch these coming days. But also the Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa faction, I think they are becoming strategic. Instead of sending someone who could be vulnerable, what they have decided to do, they have decided to send retired General Chiwenga to the Zimbabwe International Trade Fair to be the guest of honor of the business edition. Is politics at play there, so that they are trying to actually safeguard the ZITF so that it becomes a possibility? Because if Blessed Geza's stay away is successful, then there is absolutely a high probability that the ZITF, particularly business edition, it may be a non-event if the stay away is successful. But already, I think Blessed Geza has already poured cold water into the ZITF organization and everything. Of course, they have actually communicated that everything is ready, everything is up to, is running according to the plans of the organizers of the Zimbabwe International Trade Fair. But the political situation in the country may actually scare away a lot of businesses which may be interested in exhibiting during the Zimbabwe International Trade Fair, which may somehow make the ZITF of this year to be successful. We will wait to see on whether business going to actually overlook Blessed Geza's instruction for a stay away. Last has announced the protest on the 31st of March, that is 2025. We saw businesses actually taking caution, most of the businesses closing. We saw things not running as normal, even though Emmerson Mnangagwa, through the state media and through his ministers, they wanted to give the impression that everything was well in Zimbabwe. We will be looking what exactly is the strategy of Blessed Geza, asking the Zimbabweans to stay at home and asking even transport operators to park their cars. If that's the case, then any individual who attempts to drive his car towards the ZITF, that is on the 22nd as well as on the 23rd of March 2025, then that individual risks his car being damaged, particularly if Zimbabweans become serious and participate in making sure that this stay away becomes successful. Plus also business personalities, even in spite of Mnangagwa giving security assurances to business people, most of the times business people do not love to take a risk. We have seen during the M31 protest, a lot of businesses were instructed to actually shut down by the owners. Even the trucks were told to avoid moving around Zimbabwe on that particular day. So this ZITF, definitely it will be a ZITF with a difference. Obviously, I'm sure Blessed Geza, there is a reason why he has announced this stay away, and specifically coinciding with the Zimbabwe International Trade Fair. It remains to be seen whether retired General Chiwenga will show up at the Bulawayo Zimbabwe International Trade Fair, specifically during the business edition of the ZITF. It remains actually to be seen, but there is a lot of tensity around the issue. It's actually scary. If I was a business person, I would not risk going to ZITF to exhibit on that particular day, because anything can happen. Remember, previously we have seen because belonging to Wicknell Chivayo and other dodgy business personalities around Emmerson Mnangagwa being torched ahead of the M31 protest. So there is absolutely a high probability that all business persons will actually be cautious heading into the Zimbabwe International Trade Fair. It won't be business as normal. Maybe those who are loyal to Emmerson Mnangagwa may actually, because of the instructions of their boss, take that risk. But independent business personalities, and specifically for people who have the potential to give the foreign direct investment to Zimbabwe, may not participate at the ZITF, taking into consideration of the risk associated with participating or associating with the ZITF at this crucial time. Quite actually a hectic moment for the organizers. Obviously, I know if you're an organizer, you would love everything to go according to the plans, but the political situation at the moment, it is absolutely not normal, and we don't know what exactly is the cards that would be played by Blessed Geza during this national stay away. Stay aways that have been organized, they have never yielded any results. But remember, this stay away is not actually organized by ordinary people. It is organized by Blessed Geza, someone who has been into the Zimbabwe intelligence. There is an ulterior motive behind this, and I can tell you the purpose and the ulterior motive is actually to frustrate business personalities around Emmerson Mnangagwa, popularly known as Zigananga. They are not going to be comfortable, and I can attest to you that even the boss, their boss, is not comfortable heading into the ZIT threats that have been actually issued by Blessed It's not going to be a normal ZITF, and Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa is not going to is not going to actually do business as usual. Definitely it won't be business as usual at the Zimbabwe International Trade Fair. We will be focusing on the ZITF to see the developments, and as soon as something comes that is that may want us to talk about it, we will definitely be the first one to beam live and update you. Thank you very much for watching us. If you're watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, you become the very first one to watch us. You can also follow us on our Facebook page, that is Hloniphani Global News. You can support us financially by joining as a member by pressing the join button and following the directions there. With as little as R6, you can be part of our members who are the heartbeat of this channel. You can also financially support us by sending us stars. Okancube Umhlabane uyavalelisa broadcasting from our studios which are under construction. Ngiyabonga bakwethu.